All right, everyone, welcome to this webinar. In this webinar, we're going to talk a lot about ad copy, how to write effective ad copy to get you more opt-ins, okay? And that's very important. A lot of people lack this skill, and we're going to show you. This training is actually for free, believe it or not, where people would charge literally a ton of money for a training like this. But when you're in the Conversion Pros, you get stuff like this. It's an added bonus. Okay, but we're also going to talk about ad copy and how to choose the right images. A lot of you are weak on that as well. So I'm just going to go through this PowerPoint very quickly, and then we're going to dive into some pages and really get into the nitty gritty, okay? Okay, so let's go to the next one. You want to stop being so company driven. It's hurting your conversions. And if I sneeze or anything, everybody, I got a little stuffy nose here. What does that mean? Okay, that means some of you are so blinded when you join an opportunity that that's all you think about. Ooh, I'm in CBD oil, so every page needs to be about CBD oil. I'm excited about CBD oil, and it blinds you from literally opening up your mind and thinking about anything else. And a lot of people do this. They get involved in one company and they only think about that company, even though they've been with other companies in the past. But I'm going to explain that more when I get in the page. But literally, you being so company driven is really why you're not recruiting and why your people aren't recruiting. Okay, and we're going to get into that. Next one, though, so this kind of ties in with the last slide. Start to think less about your company and more about hot buttons. Hot buttons are like this: make money, time freedom, moms want to work at home, retirement, toys people want to buy like luxury cars and watches and shopping trips, health, travel, buy a home, etc. Okay, so you might be sitting here and say, for the example I used before, CBD oil. You might say, well, I'm a CBD oil company. Why would I ever use travel? Why would I ever, maybe use a car? Maybe don't have a car program. Why would I use a car on a page? Well, the reason is you need to attract people. See, a lot of people that join these deals, these home-based business deals, for example, um, they don't care about the product. They care about these things in the box. This is what makes them want to join. There's many people that could care less about CBD oil a week ago, or credit repair a week ago, or travel or weight loss a week ago, but then someone presented them a really strong opportunity, and now they're experts. I knew a lot of people that loved carbs and they got involved in a keto deal, and all of a sudden they're the world's greatest experts on keto. They'll never eat a carb again in their life, right? And so what I'm saying here is it's whatever the hot button is. There's a lot of different hot buttons that'll make people jump into a deal regardless of what the product is today. So if you're always doing company driven and product driven, you're not answering hot buttons. And in order for you to get opt-in leads where people actually become a lead, sometimes you have to think outside the box and think about other things than only what your company product offers, so to speak, okay? Because there's a lot of, all these things could be answered with any opportunity. Can you make more money in your company? If they did make more money, would they have more time? Would a mom be able to work at home? Would they be able to buy more toys? Would they be able to have better health if they had extra money for, to make sure they were eating right and stuff like that? Can they travel more? Okay, so we're going to get into all that. Okay, you should always build multiple capture pages, not just one, by targeting these hot buttons. There's 7 days in a week, and a lot of you build one page or two pages and you keep marketing it over and over and over again. And you should have multiple pages that you're launching. You could be launching a new page every single day of the week, which is going to set you apart from everybody else in your company. And it's also going to hit more hot buttons so you can get more leads. And then people are going to be like, oh my gosh, how did you get all these pages? Man, you're pumping out pages like crazy. No one else in the whole company is doing this, but you are. I want to join you because if you can show me how to get that cool stuff, I want to join you because all these other people are using the same lame page and none of them are getting signups. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. Also, your pages should never ever give away the name of your products or the name of your company name. Ever, 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 ever. Again, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? I see people do this all the time. You try to give way too much information on your capture page. And when you do that, you give them a reason why they don't need to enter the info in the form. The capture page is meant to be curious, meant to be like, oh my gosh, I have to find out what's on the other side. If you give way too much away on the front page before they enter their info, they're not going to enter their info and you're going to lose them. And that's why a lot of you have not gotten as many leads as you want to. And some of you are actually using company capture pages that do this, and it's sign up repellent. It's sales repellent, and you guys don't even realize it. It's no reason. It's a reason why most people don't get signups and sales, to be honest. Okay, now let the background image speak to you. I know that sounds kind of weird, but we're gonna get into it. Let it help the ad copy flow. What you want to do too is when you start to build a page, you want to start looking at random galleries that you might not even think relate to your company or relate to your product, because you might find that one image that just totally blows you away, and you can write some real cool ad copy and build a page on an entire image that you never even thought. I'm gonna pick your brain on that tonight, or expand your brain tonight. Capture page ad copy needs to be short and curious. I see people trying to write an entire story on their capture page. Way too many words. The shorter the words, the more that you can get to your point, the quicker, the more opportunity you're going to get someone to become a lead. Don't have these long, wordy pages. They don't work. All right. Also, do not use more than 2 colors of the text. I see some of you making your pages look like rainbows. We'll get into that tonight. It makes it look super cheap and stupid. And a cheap page does not look like a high-end page, okay? If you're talking about you can make all this money and your page looks cheap because you built it wrong, it's going to affect you. Also, use the opacity tool where to show you that, and stop making weird boxes around text. Some of you are doing these really weird boxes, and I'll get into that too. And the last slide I got before I get into the nitty-gritty here is always get a phone number, never just an email address. Why? I've talked about this on a whole lot of videos. Number one, you won't get any less opt-ins. Okay, that's a myth. If you just put an email in there, people think they're going to get more leads. False. And you won't be able to contact them. That's good. We give you the TCP mobile app, and as soon as you get a lead, it'll hit your phone, and you can open it up, and you could either text, call them, or email. If you remove the phone number, you can only email. Why would you do that to yourself? It's absolutely idiotic. Always get a phone number. That's all I'm going to say about that before we get into this. Okay, so I went through the PowerPoint here. So now let's get into the landing page builder, and let's discuss. Let me just hit add here to build pages. And we have different templates too that you can mess with, okay? And certain images work better with certain templates. And I'm going to get into that tonight too, because it's very important that you realize that a template can make a huge difference on getting an opt-in, okay, for your capture pages, okay? I'm going to start with just this one right here though. And we're going to go over some things. First of all, how I start a capture page before I do anything is I kind of go here and I click on pick a background. And I start to go through the backgrounds. And just so you know, sometimes we'll delete images that are underperforming out of here. Sometimes we add images. We actually add images all the time. Sometimes we add entire galleries that you might, if you're not in here all the time and you're not looking, you might not even realize we added a gallery that would be awesome for your business, okay? So for example, let's say that I keep using CBD oil as an example because we got a lot of CBD oil customers, okay? But sure, we have your CBD oil type of backgrounds, right? If I select this, and I could build a nice capture page about CBD oil. But I want you to think outside the box a little bit more. So instead of doing that, I'm going to go back in here, and this is what I mean by letting images speak to you. Okay, we have all these crazy cool image galleries, but I'm going to roll down here to one that's going to make people think. Traffic jam. Many of you, if you work for a living, you hate waking up in the morning, or especially on a winter day like this, and getting stuck in traffic. So for example, this here, this is how it's going to look on a cell phone, by the way. So you always want to adjust how it looks. Okay, hit confirm. Okay, so here we go. What I did there is I have a snowy traffic jam. Now, one of the first things I'm going to do just to help with it, build a page fast, is I'm going to start deleting all this stuff. Delete, delete. I want to start pretty much with a clean slate. Yes, delete, delete, yes, delete. Okay, so now I have a clean slate. On capture pages, you really don't want to put your social networking. That's more for landing pages. So you click on the social media tab, click once in the box, hit continue, they go away. All right. So now we have a blank slate. Remember I said you want the picture to speak to you, right? Okay, so check this out. Edit. Sick of traffic every day. On the way to your job? Question mark. Okay. As I build these, I'm probably not going to change a whole lot of the colors and stuff. I may, but then not. So then I come over here to edit components. This comes up, and I'm going to drag some more text over here. Okay. So I'm just going to drag some more text. Edit content. Our team has people quitting their stupid job in 45 days. You know, of course, you'd have to check with actually what's happening with you and your company, right? But here's it. Now, what I'm going to do, this is big, so I'm going to hit the style editor, and I'm just going to reduce the size of that text. There. And I think because these taillights are red, okay, I always look for inspiration. Again, let the picture speak to me. I'll do red like that. Also, I'm going to, because there's a lot of white with the snow, I'm going to maybe make this box a little bit darker and up the opacity a little bit. So you can still see the background behind it, but my words pop off the page. Okay, by using this opacity box and darkening that, now the words really pop off the page, right? So, edit components, edit. If you want to make thousands per week, only working 5 to 10 hours, you need to see this. Again, I'm going to come back here to style and reduce the size of the text. Now, one thing I do too is I try to get like a fancy text going, maybe in the middle or something. So if I hit style, I like this text a lot called Boogaloo. I use it a lot, and it just looks cool. It just see how it takes, you know, now you got a funky looking text right here. Okay, then I'm going to hit edit components, add one more text in here. See how on the next page, fill in this form. Okay, now what I'm going to do is hit style again, and I'm just going to reduce that text there. I'm also going to make this text red, like the red above, okay? It's actually a little bit lighter red, or brighter red, that should work, okay? And now I need to add a form, okay? So what I'm going to do is hit edit components. Now, it pays to actually have a landing page done before you do your capture pages, okay? Because then you could just direct right into your landing page, okay? I've done a lot of training on that. Not necessarily going to do a training on that tonight, but I will show you how to do this. So now what I'm going to do is hit edit content. Oh, I got to save it first here. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to call it traffic jam and hit save. Okay, now edit content. I'm just going to choose any page here, like I had a landing page, okay? One of these, let's say, is a landing page, okay? I've already built it in my system. Grab that. I want name, email, and phone number. Hit save, okay? Now you see it as a yellow box here. I don't want a yellow box. I have red and black. Why would I do that? So I just click on the style button, and I hit background. Drag that up to red. Bam. Now you see it as a yellow behind it. That's the box shadow. I'm going to delete that by matching these up, okay? And then I'm going to exit out of here. So what I'm also going to do too is maybe I want to say click here instead of take a free tour. I could edit it. Click here. Well, I like to use all caps too. I like to use all caps. I do not like small letters anywhere on the capture page, to be honest. I think it looks cheap. Okay, save. All right, so let me come back over here and open this page real quick because I just want to show you what I did there with the ad copy and what I did. Okay, so now this is how the page looks. And anybody that's affected by winter right now could relate to this page. They don't want to wake up in the morning and this is the last thing they want to see. The picture is hitting a hot button. It will relate with people right away. Now, I could take this page, for example, and I can match it up with CBD oil, travel deals, weight loss deals. I could do any making money deal, any affiliate deal, whatever. Because why? Is it saying the name of a product? No. Is it saying the name of a company? No. But is it hitting a hot button with people? Do people hate going to work? Yes. Do people hate getting in their car in the winter? Yes. Do people hate getting in traffic jams? Yes. So I'm hitting hot button after hot button after hot button. Now let's talk about the curiosity of the ad copy here. Sick of traffic every day on the way to your job? Our people our team has people quitting their stupid job in 45 days. I love the word stupid there too. It's a fun word, and who doesn't think their job's stupid? Most people do. So you're hitting them in the face with it, right? If you want to make thousands per week, okay, I spelled working wrong. That's an easy fix. Working 5 to 10 hours, you need to see this. Well, think about this for a second on this ad copy. If you're a person that's working 45, 50 hours a week, and someone says, we can show you how to make thousands of dollars working 5 to 10 hours a week, what sounds better to you? Do you think you want to find out what's on the other side of this page? Of course you do. See how on the next page, fill in this form. Of course, name, email, phone number. See the red in the taillights? Everything is looking good. This is a high-end looking page, okay? And it makes sense. Again, it's curious. Some of you are getting bothered by the typo. So real quick, I can always edit a page, real quick and hit edit content. Where's it at? Edit content. Put that in there, stop editing, and hit save, okay? And it's easy to do because sometimes you might make a typo like that and it's easy to come back. Again, the image spoke to me, okay? I went through a gallery and I found something that was going to hit a hot button. So sure, maybe I'm going to CBD oil deal, okay? I'm just using that as an example since I started with it. But everybody else has all these CBD oil pages and all of a sudden you come out different than everybody else and smack someone in the face talking about, do you hate your stupid job? Do you want to get out of it? I got something better for you. Your landing page then can have your CBD oil webinar in it and literally sell them on your deal. That happens on the next page. But you have to get leads in the front page before you can show them your presentation. So it's very important that you do stuff like this, okay? Let's do another example here. And again, I'm actually going to use this template here. I like it because it's a little bit lower. But now let's talk about this. So we have all these different things. So some of you, don't understand how to use the gallery, for example, like businesswoman. So maybe you're a gal and you make successful women. Okay, you want a team of women, whether it's a skincare deal or whether it's a whatever deal it is that you may want women, or maybe you're in a deal that has men too, but you want to attract women. Well, we have an entire gallery here called Biz Women, and there's like so many great pictures that can speak to you that look like, wow, a lot of successful women here. Same thing here. Same thing with men, but we also have Biz Women, and then we have just another woman gallery. Okay, let me find that one here. Let me scroll down. Again, letting the picture speak to you, okay? This one doesn't look, there's some business here, but there's also some fun, okay? So like this here, that might not be a picture that is super business, but it looks like a lot of fun here, okay? Like this. So now you see this page and you're like, wait a second, there's so much white on this page. Well, remember the opacity tool. Watch this. We can make it black, but watch this. I can start to take that out of there. You see how I did that? I'm actually going to grab another image though. I'm going to hit pick background image, and I'm going to go to Biz Woman as an example. Okay, and there was one here I thought I saw I liked, like this one here with her pointing at you. Set that up so how it looks on a phone. Bam. Okay, so the box is actually low when this thing opens. It actually looks like this. So I'm just going to write Biz Woman. Biz Woman success. All right. couple things. Sometimes I'll take out this head. This is too high. I want most of my ad copy in this box, actually. So I hit delete, and I might even delete this as well. Okay. And so let's watch this. We help women become six-figure earners. How can I say that? Okay. Just so everybody knows, direct sales, 80% of all women that make over $100,000 a year do it through direct sales. So am I lying here? No, I mean, it's an actual proven fact that 80% of all women in the direct sales industry that make over 100,000, well, all women that make over 100,000 a year, 80% of them do it in this industry. So you could say that, okay? We help women become six-figure earners, okay? And I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this all pop up on the page in a minute. Edit this content here. Just deleting all this. We have a turnkey system that produces large incomes in a short amount of time. We work with a team of successful women. Okay. If you want to live a lifestyle most other women dream about, then you need to watch our presentation. And now I'm going to clean all this up here. Okay. So you might be looking at this page and say, well, I really can't see anything here. Well, that's okay. Because look, when you hit the style button, number one, I don't know if you realize this, but these you can actually center. Watch this. Bam. Whoop. Center. I'm going to make this text white. I want this to pop off the page. Bam. I'm going to darken this up just a little bit, like this. I'm going to throw a background shadow, but I'm going to show you how to do background shadows right. Some of you do this. I mean, some of you like really make it look crazy. And then I use a little bit of a spread tool, and it gives it a little bit of shadow there. Then on this one, style, I'm going to center it. I'm going to go for this light blue color like this gal has in her suit. I'm going to increase the size of the text. I'm going to add a little bit of a background shadow. By doing the spread feature, it pops off the page. And I'm actually going to go back and change that the font there. So now I'm going to do this. Center it. See how much better it looks centered? Okay. Style. You know, I can come in here and maybe I'll just do this style called a balloon. Maybe a little bit bigger. Okay. Now, form here, and it says, yes, I want to learn more about this exciting opportunity. I don't really think you need to change that. But this is showing a full address form, and that's what's creating this form to look so big. Well, first off, we don't want social networking, so we're going to click on the social media button, click in the box, get rid of that. Now we're going to edit this. Remember, pretend we already have a landing page built in the system. I find it, I select it. I select name, email, and phone number and hit save. See the difference? See how that form looks very different now. Now watch this. I'm using this blue color, so I hit style over here, and I'm going to grab this HTML code because that's the color code. So I just copy it, Control C, hit choose. Now watch this on the button, style the button, background, instead of yellow, I do that, hit choose. Okay. I might also say instead of take a free tour, click here. Again, you could change all this stuff if you want to. Click here. And this box is already blue, but I want my whole page to match, okay? So I'm going to come over here and hit style, background. Instead of that blue, we're going to adjust that. Now, let's see how this page looks. We're going to go back to our landing page builder. Every time you do a new landing page, click on the landing page builder and you'll see a new page. Probably shouldn't name it Biz Women Suck, but whatever. Okay, but now see how this picture is centered. But on a centered picture, this template works better because it's not covering her entire face. Okay, for example, if I were to use this template here, okay, and I go grab the same picture, I want to show you what's going on here. These are just little tweaks that you're not thinking about. See how this basically covers her entire face and all the ad copy here? But now look at this page. See the difference by changing one little template, and it looks really different and really cool. Now, again, what am I doing here? Let's go over the ad copy portion of this, and what did I do? First of all, a lot of women are out there trying to recruit women in their deals, whether they can recruit men and women. Okay, and for guys listening to this, you might be a little bored, but the same thing goes. I could instantly change this to a man page, which I will in 1 second and show you that. So for example, we help women become six-figure earners. Well, what woman would say, not interested in that? We have a turnkey system that produces large income, that should probably say large incomes, in a short amount of time. We work with a team of successful women. If you want to live the lifestyle most other women dream about, then you need to watch our presentation. Okay, see how curious that is? Does that say the name of your company? See, I could take this page and match it with a weight loss business. I can match it with a travel business. If your company can make somebody money, I can put this page out in front of it and get tons of leads for it. Okay, remember, your landing page is the page with the webinar on it and all the videos on it that's going to do the telling, selling, explaining. Capture pages are designed to be curious in nature, to go get people thinking, well, crap, man, I don't even know what company this person's in. See, but the problem is most of you post all over your Facebook page what company you're in. You end up getting sponsor shopped. They end up going and joining somebody else because they think they can make more money with them, because there's no curiosity in your marketing whatsoever. This keeps the marketing very, very curious. Well, there's a few things I would change on this page right away real quick. I'm going to show you. I'm going to click edit. A couple things I didn't do. I didn't do a good background shadow on here, so I'd come over here and hit text shadows, and I would just drag the shadow out just a little bit and then hit spread. And then now that text popped off the page a little bit better. I would do that. And large incomes instead of that. Again, what are we doing? We let the image speak to me. Okay, and if I didn't want to use this image, there's a bunch of images. So have fun with it. Watch this. I could go to BizWoman again, and I could look for another image that looked like, very, very successful. Let's say I like this one. This gal here looking at her phone. That's a good picture for this page. And I can literally play with images. And what you should probably do is actually come in here all the time and play with images. Man, that's a great looking page right there. I love the way that looks. And see that? So one simple change like that can make your page look freaking awesome. All right? And really change the stuff. But how many of you are literally building your pages, taking a second to not only write curious ad copy, but also to play with your images, letting the images speak to you? Okay, I remember I said, what if I wanted to do this page and do it for a man instead? Well, men watching this, because a lot of you mess this up too, is pick background image. We have businessmen, galleries, and a lot of you might be like, well, why would I want some random dude on my page? Just because if you're speaking to men about being successful, it looks, you could do something like, a page that screams like, men, we're helping men become six-figure earners, blah, blah, blah. If I didn't like that image, I could come in here and I could look again and find another one. This one with the guy pointing. That's a great one because it's pointing. See how I put that on the cell phone like that? Bam. Men, we help, So I'm looking at where it is. Maybe I don't like the position. But again, I will go and let the image speak to me. We also have, we have the BizMen gallery. And we also have a regular miscellaneous men gallery as well, okay? So there's a lot of really cool pictures you can grab if you don't want a guy in a suit, something like that. And this could easily become a men's page and look fantastic, okay? A lot of you would look at a picture like that and be like, well, I've never even thought about using a random guy, in my landing page or in my capture page. Well, if you're talking, so for example, we help men become six-figure earners. Well, by having a man in the background instead of just some money, people will say, oh, okay, you're talking to men. I see that. The background is connecting with the ad copy. Very, very important to connect visually with the words. If you can do that, you're going to get a lot more sales and a lot more opt-ins. All right, hopefully you guys are learning a lot already based on this, but let's keep going because I told you this was going to be good. All right, man, that page, I love that page. Okay, let's go again, ad. All right, well, let's click on this. What are other hot buttons? Other hot buttons is making money, right? Making money and having toys. First, we'll do some toys, and then we'll do some making money and just show you some ad copy of that. For example, a lot of people join home-based business because they want lifestyle. That's what they want. Okay, they don't care how they get it. There's an old saying in the industry: if I could sell paper clips and cow manure or make 10 grand a month, I'd do it. And that being said, that people don't really, they don't care about the product. If your opportunity can make them some money and change my life and get me out of my stupid job, I'm ready to go. Well, how do you scream lifestyle? What do you do that screams money in their face, right? Because a lot of these people are, we live in what I call the Kardashian generation. They get super excited about income, right? Well, you can do this one of two ways, like this BMW here. Okay, I love the way it's offset to the left. That's one of the reasons I picked that template. I let the image speak to me. Now, you don't have to, some of you think, well, I can't use a car because my company doesn't have a car program. Well, that's insane thinking and stupid. Does your company allow them to make money? Okay, well, when most people make a lot of extra money, they can make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month or $2,000 or $5,000 a month. Don't you think they can go buy their dream car? Many of them want to. They get in a car every day that they hate. They get in a car that's broke down and busted. They drive on that highway, that traffic jam we saw, to work, and they see all these other high-end cars and they want one, but they don't know how to get it. So why wouldn't you hit that hot button too? See, you could be in a company that's selling travel right now, or weight loss, or credit repair, or keto, but we're going to hit them hard with an image and an idea. Remember, because your landing page can sell them on your credit repair business or your whatever. What we're doing now is we want to get the lead. We want to get them in the door, so now we can show them our opportunity. So ask yourself this: does your opportunity, can they make some money with your opportunity? Yes or no? Well, if they can, then they can get a luxury car if they make enough, right? Okay, so let's do this. So we help people drive luxury cars. All right. Again, a lot of times I delete everything out of this, so I'm just going to do that again. Delete. And to me, it's just easier. Delete. Instead of trying to edit something the way I don't want it, I like to just kind of make it how I do want it and delete. Remember, we do have pages already built, but I don't want to get into that, right now. I'm going to get rid of the social media. Again, to get rid of it, you just click on it, click an empty box, and continue social media buttons are gone. We help people drive luxury cars, edit components, drag some text in here. In the next 30 to 45 days, you can have a new car in your driveway. Now, some of you, when it comes to ad copy, your problem is you think you're lying. Well, I can't possibly say that. Okay. You can use the word can, or you could use the word could, by the way, which is not a guarantee. Okay. But one of the things I'm going to do here, watch this, change it up. Again, I love we have 700 fonts in here. Use them. Some of you never use like half the stuff we give you. I don't know why, because you can make stuff really cool. Now, guess what I'm going to do? Bada bing, bada boom. Let's do it. What? I'm letting the background speak to me. In the color concept, okay, I darken the opacity of this box so the text can stick out, and I'm tying in with the page. We help people drive luxury cars. In the next 30 to 45 days, you could have a car in your driveway. Let me ask you this. Do you have people in your company that make an extra $500 a month their first 30 days in the business? Do you have people in your company that make an extra $1,000 their first 30 days in the business? Certainly you do. Almost every company on planet has people that do that. Well, could $1,000 buy you a luxury car? All day long, especially on a lease. So could someone do this? Well, if you've ever had anybody in your entire company, and you have a lot of top earners in whatever company you're in, make $500 to $1,000 in their first 30 to 45 days, then it's true. People can go out there and make enough money to drive a luxury car. So that's something you get in your own way when it comes to ad copy. You think you're saying something you can't say. Just think about it. Is there anyone in your company that's ever made $500 their first month? Oh, they have. Okay. Well, then could $500 buy a luxury car? Yeah. So you're just hitting them with this ad copy just to get curious. So you want to make them curious enough to say, well, how do I do it? I need to find out more. Again, curiosity killed the cat. Am I talking about, one of the things is here, am I talking about your company? Am I talking about your product right now? Have I even talked about what you're doing in your company? No, because you don't need to. You can, and I can show you how to build pages for that, but you really don't need to, because we're hitting hot buttons, and hot buttons always get leads. And I like to say this: we show you proof on the next page. Now, how do you show proof? Well, do you have a webinar showing the comp plan? Do you show people how they can make additional money when you're showing them the comp plan? Of course you are. So if you're doing that, you are going to show them proof of how they can do it. Okay, because it's going to be on the landing page, which is the landing page that you should have already created before you do this. Okay, all right. I'm going to click Edit Components. I'm going to drag over some more text. Edit, fill in the form. See, many of you are not building pages like this, and you should be. Of course, that's why you're on this webinar. Congratulations. Style. Again, I click on the color. I grab the color code, Control-C for copy. Come down here. Do you see me doing a million colors? No. Why? I'm keeping it consistent. You see how clean this looks? Now, what if I had red color and blue and all this other stuff? I would junk it up. I'm not doing that. And I'm going to show you a big mistake I see a lot of people making that makes their pages look really stupid. In a second here. Okay, Edit Components. This is a little bit longer webinar, already 37 minutes in. Congratulations on being here still, but I knew this one was going to be kind of long. BMW page. Okay, save. Okay, again, I'm going to click Edit. I'm going to pretend like I already have some sort of webinar page in here. Save. Okay, then the button. What do I want to do? Background. Take it from yellow. Control V. Copy the green in there, and the background shadow, we're going to just get rid of it right there. I'm also going to put a black text, I think, on here, even though it's all white. Maybe I want to do black text. See, I like the way that looks. And then hit save. Okay, let me show you a mistake I was talking about on the PowerPoint that I see some of you doing, which is real silly. Now, look how hot that page looks. What did I do? I let the background speak to me. I grabbed a luxury car, and it helped me create ad copy that was compelling, that was curious, that was going to get people excited about, man, I got to find out what's on the other side of this thing, so therefore I got to get my information. Then I also let the page speak to me based on the color concept, right? I got a green car, I have green, man, look how clean this page looks, right? So let's talk about the ad copy real quick. We help people drive luxury cars. In the next 30 to 45 days, you could have a new car in your driveway. We show you proof on the next page, fill in the form. Short and sweet. Well, if you had to get up to work and drive a beat down car and look at luxury cars all day on your way to work and you don't have one, and all of a sudden you got on Facebook and you saw this, it might make you say, man, I don't know what deal this is, but I better check it out because I am tired of driving my silly car that sucks. I want something new. Okay? So again, we're hitting people's hot buttons and compelling. All right, now let me show you something I see some of you doing. Okay? You hit the style button and then you hit these block shadows. And like you see the shadow over here, it's black. Like I see you doing like these weird things. Like, see the shadow, you make the box almost have a shadow to it. See, now it has this box around the text. That looks dumb. Like you've totally screwed this up. You always want to never try to put box. The only time a box looks good like that is if you grabbed a color like black and made the whole thing like stick out. Like background black, box shadows. Actually, no, it just don't look good. Just don't even do it. Just line these things up. Don't do it. If you want your text to pop off the page, that's what the opacity tool is for. See how I darkened this box up and all the text popped off? That's what you want to do. Stop messing with box backgrounds on text. It just looks silly, okay? All right, so I saved this page. Okay, let's keep going. If you're not bored, if you haven't already hung up yet, let's keep going. All right, how else can we attract people, right? What else is an attraction to people? Well, I know a lot of moms out there want to work at home. So I might grab, again, I'm not going to necessarily create a ton of pages now because I'm kind of showing you what's up. But with ad copy, let's say I want to reach moms. And guys, you can do this too. One of the things that guys are kind of silly on is you're afraid to make pages like this because you're a dude, which is really dumb. Because I want to reach everybody, okay? So if I could post in a group how to attract a mom, okay? I want that, okay? I want to do that. So, I mean, there's a ton of stuff that you can do. So let me just find a really good image here. I like this one. And again, right here, I'm just going to delete this one. And I'm using this template because I like this low box here. So first off, I'm going to use my opacity tool right here. I'm going to darken this box up a little bit and then lighten it out, okay? So you can still see the background here. I'll just go ahead and edit the form. Well, I got to add this real quick. Mom's page. Mom's page. I'll get into a couple specific companies too, but or whatnot. But okay, so now I have this. Let me hit edit the form here. Remember, I'm pretending I already have a capture page or landing page built, which we have this in another training that you can go watch. Okay, and it shortens that over here. Now, we're going to get rid of the social media because it's a capture page. You don't need social media on the capture page. Okay, so let's look at some ad copy here. So first of all, for me to see this, I'm going to start changing the text to white. So as I start editing this, it's very easy for me to see what I'm editing, okay? Take a second and do this kind of stuff. It's not hard. I'm just opening it up and changing the color of the text. So now I'm able to see it on the page here. So edit the content. Well, first of all, style, I'm going to center it. See this button down here? So where it says align, I center it. Okay? We help moms stay at home. And again, I'm going to make this more bold and stuff. Edit content here. Sick of going to work and leaving your kid behind. We can help you stay home and make thousands in just a few hours a week. Okay. Again, I'm going to fix all that in a second here. We're going to center everything and stuff. So again, center. And I'm going to edit. You can go back to work, or you can fill in the form and get proof of income. Again, if you have like a webinar that shows how people can make some money and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm going to edit content here. Whoop, style actually, center. Okay. Now now I'm going to look at the page. I want the page to speak to me. What colors do I want? Well, this girl over here got a little bit of pink in there. Women tend to like pink, so let me add some pink in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is style, color, go down into like the pinks, Okay, that's more of a reddy pink there. So look, see how you can actually uh, kind of pick the color? I mean, literally go, that's more of a red pink, right? Maybe like that. Choose. Text shadow. I'm going to pop this off a little bit and then hit spread. And then I may darken this just a touch, just because the color, I really want the text to pop off the page here. I'm going to keep this one white. Style. Size, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Text shadow. Again, I only pull it off just a little bit and then do the spread feature there. And now what I want to do is I want to find this color. So I'm going to take that color, style. And you can move the box all around too. Just click it with your mouse and hold it. Whoops, messed up. I actually copied that color. So let me go back up here, style, color. I make mistakes even. So again, style, background, no, text color. Paste there. Text shadow. We're going to just bump it a little bit. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a thicker text because the way this background is, a thicker text would do me some good. So I'm going to go and grab blue. That's one I just know better. Increase the size a little bit. And you can see it's a lot more readable on this background. Okay, so that's another thing a lot of you aren't doing is you're not playing with the text enough and seeing, well, is there a better text that I can use that will pop off the page I choose more, okay? So now what I want to do is this box here, style, background of the box is blue. We're going to change that to this color. Notice this has this white back here too on the text, and it's hard to read. So text shadows, I think I might make black, and it pops off just a little bit more. Now the spread feature actually kind of backfired on that, but I might want to use different text here too to see how it reads. So that doesn't look very good. That's too small. Okay, this background, see, to me this isn't working. I do not like this. So text shadow, maybe I will try white. And maybe if I increase the size of the text a little bit. There you go, just like that. Okay, now take a free tour. I'm just going to leave that for now just to save some time. But I'm going to change the way this button looks. Choose. And let's talk about the ad copy here, okay? So let me actually hit save and show you the actual page, not in the editor. And all you do to do that is you go to your landing page builder and hit refresh, and your latest page will show up at the top. So I can click on it here. Great page, man, if you're a mom. See, again, I am trying to invoke emotions with the background picture, combining it with the right text. That will get you people filling in a form faster than anything else. Some of you use the weirdest images and the weirdest text, and you're like, well, I don't understand why I'm not getting opt-ins. And I look at it and I'm like, well, nothing makes sense. It doesn't even go together. We help moms stay at home. Sick of going to work and leaving your kid behind? I mean, think about that for a mom to read that. Of course they are. We can help you stay home and make thousands in just a few hours instead of 30 hours or 40 hours a week. Well, that's another hot button. You can go back to work, or you can fill out the form and get proof of income. What did I do there? I did what I called a little bit of a takeaway. A little bit of, well, you know, maybe you're too good for this page. Go back to doing what you're doing. It sucks, right? And obviously, you're not getting results doing it. So you can either go back to that, or you can change your life right now and fill in this form. Okay, you see that strong ad copy? You see how I'm pulling them in with that? Okay. Yes, I want to learn more about this exciting opportunity. Fill in the form, take a free tour, let them go to your landing page. Again, your landing page could be selling your credit deal, your weight loss deal, your whatever deal. Again, what are we doing? We're building pages that attract. Guys, if you're not building these pages, you're crazy. Why? There's tons of women out there on these MLM groups. Why not target them and get them on your team? You know, by doing stuff like this as well. Okay, let's look at some other stuff here. And just click add. I'm hoping that this ad copy training is finally getting in your head. Pick a background image. I want to show you some stuff that's just kind of whack. Okay, stuff that you want to think about. I want to show you how to make the background speak to you. Okay, so let's just look at some stuff here. For example, I'm going to look at, you know, for example, a road. Okay, you might wonder, why would I ever want to look at a road? Okay, let me just select one. Okay, that's actually down to a little bit too far. Let me go back, roads. And then again, what I do is I keep looking until it speaks to me, until I see this. Actually, I kind of like this hitchhiker here. It's actually pretty good. I like this. All right, so when you hide the menu too, you can kind of see how the page looks. All right. Well, let me show you how to build pages out of the blue with ad copy. A lot of you are like, well, I'm in a weight loss deal, so I'm never going to build a road page. Well, then you're silly, and you're not going to sign up as many people as I did, because you're not thinking outside the box. You would rather think the way everybody else in your company does, the herd mentality, like I said last night on the other webinar, instead of starting to think about this. Edit content. Put you on the road to success. I'm just using this right now. You know, it's just for time. Are you sick of failing? Because our system fixes failures and turns them into top earners that live a ridiculous lifestyle. And delete this right here. And I see a typo though. Our system works and we prove it. Question is, are you next? Okay, so what is that typo up there? Edit earners. You'd figure I'd be able to know how to spell that. E-A-R. Whoop. One thing I haven't really showed you to do on this is how to change one color of a word, right? So if you want to do that, you can. For example, edit content. If I want to like change success to red, it doesn't really do any. You're not going to get any more opt-ins, trust me. But if you want to do something like that, you can. Again, I can darken this up just a tad. Okay. See when I darken it up, how the text pops off the page so much better. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn this into white. Again, I tell you to use 2 colors. Don't use more than 2 colors. I mean, if I got that red success, I'm not going to sweat that too much. And then usually I take my second line of text again, and I find some cool font that I want to play with, just so it looks fun and sticks out of the page. And again, with 700 fonts, you can have some fun with it, right? But a lot of you just leave the stock, what we give you, and I don't know why. If you played with the system more, you'd probably have a lot more fun with it. And again, when you're building pages, this is what's going to get you opt-ins, right? You should really spend some time messing with this stuff. I actually like Happy Monkey. Okay. Text shadows, turn that to black instead of that purple. Again, I don't do this. Some of you guys like make this stuff look crazy, where I've actually seen like pages where you leave the shadow like that. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, spread feature. Change this one too. Excuse me. Text. Again, I just move it, this bottom one just a little bit. Then I hit the spread feature. Okay. Take a tour and learn more. Maybe I can make that red and the button red. Let's see how that looks. Again, I don't like a whole lot of different colors on pages. Gonna make that a little bit bigger. And style, take a free tour, background, again, red, and then background shadow. I take this, I line them up. It gets rid of that yellow there. And again, I got social buttons. Click on social, get rid of that, and hit save. All right, let's talk about the ad copy, what I did here for a minute. Okay, can this work with any opportunity? Sure can. Will it stand out compared to what people see? Yes, because why? It's curious ad copy. Curious ad copy always converts. All right. Am I saying the name of my company? Nope. Am I saying the name of my products I'm selling? Nope. Why? I don't care about that right now. They're going to see that in my webinar. All I care about is getting them excited. And if they're interested in making money or having a new life, then my opportunity is going to fit it, and I need them to come in as a lead. After I get them as a lead, I can show them whatever I want to show them. But I need to get a lead. How do you get leads? By having cool pages. And this page looks cool with the hitchhiker down below. We put you on the road to success. Are you sick of failing? Because our system fixes failures and turns them into top earners that live a ridiculous lifestyle. Our system works and we prove it. Question is, are you next? Man, that's some good ad copy. Woo! I like it. Okay, what's it saying here? Who is going to read that? Are you sick of failing? Well, most people fail. 9 out of 10 people fail to make money online. So are we addressing that? Yes. Are they sick of failing? You bet they are. Our system fixes failures. Well, they're like, well, shoot, man, I haven't made any money in anything I've ever done. If this system can fix that, I'm in. All right. See how this is already converting their ad copy? It turns them into top earners. Do you want to be a top earner? I think everybody wants to be a top earner. Who wants to live a ridiculous lifestyle? Well, everybody. So what I do is when I write my ad copy, I'm getting inspiration from the page itself, the road to success. We've all heard that. And then I'm adding these things in there, these words and phrases that make sense, that make people say, man, I need to find out what's on the other side of this. Again, am I talking about a company name? No. But remember, every single day you're trying to market online and you're posting the same website. Everybody in your company, let's say you're in a weight loss deal, every single page that's going up is something about weight loss. Oh, weight loss, lose weight, blah, 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 blah. Well, they're missing all these other hot buttons. They're missing people that want lifestyles, buying cars and homes and toys. They're missing moms that want to work at home. They're missing maybe a woman that just wants success and doesn't really care about what the product is, just make me a success, or a man that wants to do the same thing, or people that are sick of failing and they're just looking for that right opportunity. And all of a sudden, this page. Now, this page, no one else in the world has this page right now, right? So if I put this out there, everybody in every company is running amok with the same old crap, the same old boring stuff their company gave them. No wonder I was the #1 recruiter in over 8 different companies, because this is the kind of stuff I would do. I'm thinking way outside the box, okay? I'm thinking so far outside the box, I can't even see the box. And I'm attracting all these people, because once you get the lead, it's easy. Once you get leads, you follow up with your presentation, right? You build a landing page on Conversion Pros that has your videos. It does the telling, selling, explaining, and then you could crush them, okay, with that. Okay, you can send them the presentation. The hardest part about this industry is getting them in the door. Pages like I'm showing you tonight with ridiculously good ad copy is what gets them in. And then the rest is really easy, okay, to convert them. But check that out. Same thing is, okay, travel. Okay, let's say you're in a weight loss deal. Okay, because some people say, well, what if I am in a weight loss deal or a travel deal or a Bitcoin deal and I do want to sell my product, right? Okay. I mean, I actually showed a really good weight loss page last night. But again, it's curious. You don't want to say the name of the company you're in. I just grab this template, pick a background image. Let me scroll down to weight loss. Okay. If I am going to leave with a product, okay, I want to find a very compelling picture, okay, which we have a ton of them, okay, because anyone that's fat, okay, what do they want? They want to have a body that looks good. I mean, and so if you show a picture of a body that looks good, it's going to waking them up. Okay, so let's say I like this here, grab this, and okay, again, I'm going to delete these. You don't have to use, see, this is what, a lot of you just use all these lines of text like you have to. You don't, okay, see, I deleted those. So now I'm going to do wait, okay. So let's say I'm in a weight loss business and I do kind of want to attract people because I want to sell my product, okay? Again, pretend you have a landing page already set up. Bam, done. All right, so let's do this. Edit content. I'm going to hit the hot buttons, right? I'm not going to say the product name. I'm not going to say what it is, okay? Sick of failing to lose weight. And I'll explain this ad copy in a minute. We help people lose 20 plus pounds in weeks, no matter how many diets you tried, or how many exercise classes you took. All right, again, I'm going to fix that in a minute. That content. We are ready to transform you. See our before and after success stories on the next page. I'm throwing out a carrot there. I'll explain this in a minute. Okay. So, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to center that. Again, center this. We want our pages to look high end. We do not want our pages looking cheap. Some of you do not fix this stuff and it ends up looking cheap. Okay. All right, let's let the page talk to us. What color is this? This is like a fuchsia color, right? Well, let's go with that. Color. Let's go down here into these pinks and the fuchsia. Fuchsia, that looks about right. I choose it because I want a high-end, expensive-looking page. All right, let's do this text shadow a little bit. You know what? Let me have fun with this one. Maybe I'm going to choose a headline script like Bangers. Love that. All right, I'll keep this black, but maybe I will, I think, let me make the blue here. I want this kind of popping. And style. I see a typo there, which I'll fix in a minute. I'm going to do Bangers again, matching the top. Choosing the color that I've already saved. Add a little background shadow. See, the spread feature, if it gets too blurry, then I know I did it wrong. I want it, because this is a white background, so it's a little different. Let me, R-E-A-D-Y, and put a space here. All right, nothing you can't fix. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to hit this instead of the blue background. What are we going to do? Throw some fuchsia in there. Actually, what I'm going to do here too is I'm going to make the text, instead of black, I'm going to make it white. And the text shadow, I'm going to make black. And then that pops off like that. Okay, I should have done that on the last one. Style, background, not that yellow. I want to do fuchsia to match the page up. And we're going to get rid of the social buttons because on a capture page you don't need them. That's for landing pages. Bam. Okay. So let me hit save this. Let's go take a look at it and discuss the ad copy. So this is more of a product-driven page, okay? Last night I actually showed you how to add before and after pictures too to your pages, but I'm not necessarily doing that on tonight's webinar. You want to watch last night's webinar for that, because this is more about the background images and more about the ad copy. That's really what I wanted you to learn right now. Okay, so this is a hot page. I mean, if you want to lose weight, you got a picture with an abs, you know, a girl measuring her waist, sick of failing to lose weight. Now, let me ask you this. If you've ever tried to lose weight, most people fail. Okay, so we're smacking them right in the face because we already know the answer to that. We help people lose 20 plus pounds in weeks, no matter how many diets you've tried or how many exercise classes you took. Again, we know this is a fact. Anybody losing weight has been on every single diet under the sun, okay, and usually failed at it, bought every infomercial product, tried every class, and they're still failing. So we know this. So I'm smacking them in the face with my ad copy. And it doesn't matter whether you're selling shakes, it doesn't matter whether you're selling an exercise program or whether you're selling a diet. It doesn't matter, right? Why? Because this ad copy is curious. You're going to talk about what you do on the next page. What we're trying to do right now is get them to enter their info immediately, okay? We are ready to transform you and see we are ready to transform you. CR, before and after success stories on the next page. So what we're doing there is we're throwing out a caret. Okay, one thing I would do is probably put ... in that ad copy so it separates that text a little bit so it reads better. But we're going to show them that it works. We're going to prove it to you. I got before and after pictures. We're going to show you our system works. Fill in the form. Okay, and it says I want to learn more about this exciting opportunity. Probably shouldn't say that. So for example, let me just go fix two things here. Refresh. Edit. Well, the first thing I'm going to fix is we are ready to transform you. Watch this. ... See our before and after success stories on the next page. We prove it works. I like the word prove, okay? Anybody that's doing weight loss, proof is big, okay? And it says, I want to learn more about this exciting opportunity. Well, I'm going to change the words on here. This, you know, maybe I'm just talking about product right now. To learn more about dropping 20 pounds fast. Got caps on, so let me just fix that. Okay, so you see what I did there? So now this ties in with the rest of the ad copy. Again, I'm using what? Two colors. Well, I got black in there and in the color right here. So what did I do? The background spoke to me. I want a high-end looking page. I'm selecting colors that match the backgrounds that I'm choosing. So everything ties together. And the image is someone that has a great midsection with a tape loss. You know, they want to lose weight. So it ties into the ad copy. I don't have some weird picture matched up to the ad copy that doesn't make any sense. A lot of these other capture page systems, it's so funny. They'll use like a beach or they'll use some weird background and it doesn't even match the ad copy. You want to make all this money and it's talking about making money, and has a beach. Well, I wouldn't do that. I would say, do you want to travel or do you want a ridiculous lifestyle to travel and then have the beach on there talking about making money, but also bringing the travel aspect into it? But they don't do that, okay? And so again, what are we doing? We're letting the background speak to us and we're doing this, okay? And I used this template, okay? Why did I use this template? Because this picture works really good with it, okay? And again, you could change it too. Pick background image. For example, sometimes you want to play. Remember what I said in the very beginning of this webinar is don't just stick with the first one. You might want to play a little bit and see if there's another image that works. Now, if you're talking to men, obviously you're going to use a men image. If you're talking to women, you're going to use more of a woman's image, right? So since I have a woman here, maybe I want this gal doing yoga. Let's see here. I mean, there's so many good ones that all do, you know, all you know, maybe that there. Well, it's interesting because it depends on the color. Let's say I choose this one here. It has a black background. I just want to show you what happens when you change the color. Okay, that still works. Okay, obviously though you can't see her body too much, so I'd come over here and I would change the opacity. Maybe I will make this black. Come down a little bit. Now if I did that, what else would I do? Well, then I would have to make this white because I'd want this to pop off the page. And you see, you can do that instantly. So again, a little background change, you can go in and tweak your pages and it makes a lot of sense. But choosing these right backgrounds is a lot. It has a lot to do with whether you're going to get an opt-in or not, okay? Some of you just do some real cheesy pages, I see, and that's the problem. Writing the wrong ad copy and not really choosing the right page. I know this is long. I don't know how much longer I should go. I could go all night, but I don't want you guys getting bored here. You know, but again, if you want to talk to somebody about making money, okay, pick background image. I'm going to start looking at background images. Again, you guys really want to go through all these because there's so many good ones. But if I want to do grab a money page, I can do that, okay? If it's something that I want to do, there's lots of money here. Like this here. Again, I'm going to darken up the background a little bit so my words pop off. And if I want to do a money page, you know, need more money. And then add content. Again, a lot of times I'll delete everything and start from scratch like I did in the beginning, but I'm doing this for time now. Need more money. Then this is the last, whoops, cap, other caps. Then this is the last page you will need to see. We help people just like you stuff their pockets with thousands of dollars. I'm going to just delete this here. Again, with these small black text, it's real hard to see anyway. So I'm just deleting all these here right now. I'm going to delete this. Well, what I'll do is save it and change this form over real quick. Again, we're going to pretend we have a landing page set up. So I'm going to hit edit content. I would scroll down through my pages, find my landing page, select it, bam. Okay. Now I'm going to hit edit components, drag over some text. Skeptical, good, because we prove it. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. And I'm going to add one more line of text here, edit components, grab text, and then I'm going to play with all this. Get details, fill, and the form. Scroll down there. All right. Well, I think I want some green on this. I think I want to do like green with the money. So I'm going to hit style, maybe grab a green. Okay. I'm going to change the text over, find something good. Scroll down through my text till I find something I really want. You know what? There's one called Alan I like a lot. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Again, if I'm reading this and it's still kind of hard to see the text a little bit, I'll just up the opacity just a touch and make it darker right there. See, now it's really standing out, okay? And then I'll hit style. I'm going to change this here to Alan. Again, if I have one font on the page, sometimes I'll use that font more than once to tie it in. Grab the color. Come down here, style. Put the color in. And then the button, style. Take a free tour. You can change it to say click here if you want. Change it to do whatever. Doesn't really matter. Fix that background shadow. Just line these up. And I want my text on this to be black, not white. Bam. And then what I'm going to do is get rid of social buttons. Click on social media. Put that in the box. Social media is gone. Hit save. Let's go look at what this looks like real quick and explain the ad copy. Okay. All right, cool looking page. Got the money in the background. Got a hot car. Need more money? Then this is the last page you will need to see. We help people just like you stuff their pockets with thousands of dollars. Skeptical? Good. Actually, maybe I would put a question mark there. Because we prove it. Get the details, fill in the form. Well, what did I do there on this ad copy? Let's just talk about this, for example. Need more money? Who doesn't? Okay, when you see a lot of people want luxury cars and whatnot, so that is a so this page would attract someone that's all about the lifestyle. I want a better lifestyle. I want to be a top earner. I want to do this, right? Then this is the last page you'll need to see. What am I doing? I don't want them to go anywhere else. I want them to fill in my page right now, and I want my app to go off on my phone so I can reach them instantly, because this will be a hot prospect. Anyone filling out this page would be a definite hot prospect to show business to. So I don't want them going all over the net looking around. What do I want? I want them to fill out my page. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the good old takeaway in the ad copy. Then this is the last page you will need to see. Okay, we help people just like you stuff their pockets with thousands of dollars. What, you don't want that? Of course you do. See how that ad copy is curious, but it's also talking to them and making them say, man, if you could do that, I'm in, right? So a lot of the times when you write ad copy, one of the things you need to think about is the person on the other side of it. Read your ad copy and ask you if it gets you excited enough that you want to fill in the form no matter what. Then I say something like skeptical, good. That means, man, this looks shady, man. I don't know if this works, you know. But you know what? Because I said that, they're definitely going to fill out the form. Because I just took that away. I'm making them think, well, I don't need you. You need me. So go ahead. Think about being skeptical. You don't have to fill out this form. Go away. I don't need you. You know, it's that positioning I'm doing right there, because we prove it. Well, if they, you know, I am skeptical, but if they're going to prove it, then I'm willing to see what's on the other side of this door. I need to fill in this form. You see what I did there? Again, am I launching a company name? No, this, I could take this page and put it with a Bitcoin deal. I could put it with a weight loss deal. I could put it with a credit deal. I could put it with a CBD oil deal. I could do anything. Why? Because what I'm doing is I'm not marketing, because I'm not trying to market that company, right? My company, any company you're with, even TCP, for example, has an opportunity to it. Can they make some money? Well, yeah. Well, I'm looking for people that want to make money right now. I want to have a page that's different than everything out there on Facebook, different than anything anybody else is doing. I'm going to attract the masses. I'm going to get more leads than I know what to do with, and then I'm going to show them what I offer. I'm going to show them how my company and my product can make them some money. But how do I get them in the front door? By being curious and smacking them in the face with killer ad copy and killer images. And by doing this, you'll make way, way, way more money. You know what? And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to end with that for tonight, and maybe pick this up another day to talk more about some other products, because this is already an hour and 15. I don't want to make it a 2 or 3 hour webinar. I hope you guys and gals learned something today, and this was entertaining and it was good. And if so, let me know. I'd love to get some feedback on it. All right, we'll talk to you in another video.